Hello everybody and welcome back to Games for Dads and the Eerie Worlds. Okay, what a day. Nerfs and buffs all round. So I thought I would go back to Shinigami, the return of Shinigami. He is a great card and he is a great deck as well. So here's my deck of the week. It is doing really well. Played quite a few games today actually. Had a little bit of time this morning and this deck is rocking and rolling. So goodbye North American, whatever it was called. Hello Shinigami. So let's have a quick look at this week's league. Zerafel 20. Sinig 20, starting mana 25, 25 per turn, maximum of 25, minimum of 25. League number 32. That means we've been going for 32 weeks. Okay, the deck, let's have a quick look. It's not that one. Here we go. That's the right one. So the world card, it's a Cynic one. It's Tololo Pampa. Tololo Pampa. On the start of each turn, your opponent's cards in hand with 6 or more base mana lose minus 15 attack this turn, which is super. And at the start of the game, for every non-Cynic card in your opponent's deck, your Latin American cards, wherever they are, gain +1 permanently. Okay, let's check out the actual deck then. No surprise, obviously, we do have Shinigami. There he is. Fable 2. I'm really pleased to get him up to Fable 2. 9 for 99. Big hitting card. On the draw, your epic and fabled yokai cards, wherever they are, gain +40 until played. And my tactic with this deck, no surprise, is to hold 2 epic yokai cards and buff them up for a big turn at the end and using a load of other super cool cards. So the first of those super cool cards, Woopertinga. 5 for 54. Epic 1. On the play, your opponent's epic and fable cards in hand lose minus 30 attack this turn. Really useful. You're going to do a little bit of damage with that guy. Next one is the first of 2 epics. This one is Futukashushi Uana. Futukashushi Uana. 6 for 63. On the play, if played opposite any Cynic card, your yokai cards, wherever they are, gain 18 until played. Like I said, probably going to hold her for the whole game. Play her right at the very end if everything goes to plan. The Hookman, a really cool card. Cynic card, 5 for 53. On the play, for every non-Urban Legends card your opponent has played this game, your opponent loses -4 attack this turn. Going to be really useful as well. Good old Hookman. Nice balance of damage and power in this deck. Here is the second epic. He's epic 2 as well. Oni. 7 for 72. On the play, if played opposite any Grimbold card, your yokai cards, wherever they are, gain 18 attack until played. Nice card to hold. Okay, let's have a look at some of the other cool cards. Anansi. I do like Anansi. It's a fabled one. 6 for 66. On the draw, for every turn completed this game, gain +12 attack this turn. So we're going to get some good power from Anansi. Anansi. Krampus. Of course, we have to have Krampus. Another fable. So many fables in this deck. 6 for 66 on the draw. For every time each card in your opponent's hand has been played this game, that card loses -20 attack until played. The good thing about this deck is if your opponent has got Krampus and you are holding those 2 epic cards and you don't play them, then you are not going to get hit by Krampus at the very end. That actually helps you win quite a lot of games with this deck, to remember that, if your opponent does have Krampus. Plague Doctor, 9 for 80. Just a fabled card, this one. I haven't leveled him up yet, actually. Plague Doctors, not Doctor, Plague Doctors. There's only 1, but there must be 2. On the draw, your opponent's cards in hand cost +1 mana until played and lose -14 attack permanently. Blimey, how many fables are in this deck? I didn't realise it was such a fabled deck. And Countess Elizabeth Bathory. Epic 1, 6 for 52, a Zeravel card. On the play, this card steals -6 power attack from each of your opponent's cards in hand permanently. So there we go. This deck I am loving. I wanted to steer clear from those horrible, what do they call them? Infliction decks. I wanted to do something a little bit fun, and I do like Shinigami. I was really sad when he wasn't good anymore, but he's good again. Return of Shinigami. I've called this one the deck of the week. the world card to low pamper. Cool. Okay, let's have a look. Do let me know in the comments below as well what you think of the nerfs and buffs. Haven't had a good look at them really. I did notice Salem Witches has been nerfed, buffed, nerfed. Always get those words muddled up. Okay, here we go. We are playing Monster Mash. Ooh. So we should have absolutely no problem against most of these decks, to be honest. Infliction decks could hurt you a little bit, but if you get a good rotation, you could struggle through. So a nice start there of 3-6-1. No sign of our two epic cards. Do like to get Shinigami round as quickly as I can with this deck. And hold Krampus for a while because he doesn't have any impact until your opponent has played a couple of cards at least. So still no epics. Oh no, Oni's there. So we can hold Oni. And I might put a Nancy in the end box there, 205. The good thing about this is you don't need to worry too much about the rotation because you've got a few choices for what to get on that final turn. You can go with Plague Doctor to come round. You can definitely want Krampus to come round on the final turn if you can. Shinigami doesn't matter too much when he comes round. Nancy is a good one to come round. So yeah, it's quite straightforward actually. Just remember to hold those two epic cards. You can already see they are building up nicely. Kind of an alternative to the Salem Witches deck really. Now she is not as good as she was. It is definitely worth using Shinigami. Good old Shinigami. So we're already 214 in front. This is turn number 5. This is where you want to start thinking about what you want to come round on your final turn, on turn 9. At the moment, we are looking good. Nice 259. They might just win though. 242. Again, we won that one. That is looking good. We extend the lead a little bit. Not by much. Played a few games, 3 or 4 games actually against real people today, which is always good. Did lose one of them, but I did win the other 4, I think, or 3. And the rest of the games were against the bot army. And also, it looks like the bots have been fixed a little bit. They're not playing one card now, so the bots are a little bit more challenging, especially when they are playing infliction decks. But you should not have a problem with this deck. 339 against 301. Again, we're extending the lead. So turn at number 6. Think about who you want to put in that last box. Box number 3. We can either go with Plague Doctor, really. Looks like the best choice here. So Plague Doctor in the end. And then we can keep holding those 2 epics. That's all you need to worry about. So now we probably want to put Krampus and maybe Shinigami in box 1 and 2 if they come round. Let's have a quick look. They should do if our rotation is good. 438 in front. Let's have a look. There is Krampus and Shinigami. So box 1 and 2 for those 2. So they will come round on turn at number 9. Krampus will do some massive damage. Shinigami will give us a little bit more of an extra buff on those 2 epics. And that cool Wulpendinger can go on the end. We don't really need him. It's going to help on this turn. While we are moving ahead, we're going to be over 500 ahead going into turn at number 8. In fact, we're nearly 600 ahead. Come on, Monster Mash. And now we just play those 3 cards. Doesn't really matter. We know our final turn is going to be good. You can't really get 1,000 points with this deck, but you can definitely get a good score. Maybe 6, 7, possibly even 800. Maybe, but look at that. We are extending the lead still before the big final turn. So Krampus is going to absolutely destroy Monster Mash's cards. We've also got Plague Doctor to do a little bit more damage. My graphics aren't working too good because I'm playing on a really old iPad. I dropped my other one and smashed it. So I need to buy a new one. 7-3-4. Nice little finish there. We should win this by about 1,500 points by the looks of it. He manages still to get 136. Well played, Monster Mash. Let's go and play one more game. I want to show you that was not a fluke. This is a really cool deck. I do like it. Definitely my deck of the week. And like I said, I didn't want to play Infliction or Damage or whatever you call it. An evil Infliction deck. Return of Shinigami is the way for me. Okay, let's go and play one more game. Let's see. Oh no, I thought we could get leveled up, but we can't. Still rank 5, 2 riffs. A bit of a grind, isn't it? One riff at a time. I do much prefer if you got 2 riffs. That would be much better. And then we could spend more time playing around and doing different decks rather than just playing the best deck all the time, which is what we will end up doing, I suspect. Looking for an opponent. Give me a real player. Little Elf is going crazy in the other studio there. I think they're playing Fortnite. Interesting. If you don't know who Little Elf is, he is my partner on another channel, my son. And he is also got a couple of his own channels. Do check him out. Okay, let's go. Game at number 2. 2, 5, 6. Looking good. Looking good. Is this a witches deck? Could be. Could be. That's going to be interesting to see if, well, the bots don't know how to play Salem witches, to be honest. But let's see how they get on. And right, so we've got 1, 2 of our epic cards there. Not too bad with this amount of mana. It's not really... Oh, unleash the power of something there. Little flash up there from Eerie Worlds. Interesting. Oh, there's that Salem. Look, have a look at that card now. It used to be permanent. They used to gain 25 permanently. And now it's until played. So you can still hold 2 cards, but you will not get that permanent buff anymore, which was obviously a massive advantage. Not sure if it's really going to help too much to balance the game out, but let's find out. And here we keep going. We just keep holding these 2 epic cards. Holding 2 cards in a 9 deck is a little bit weird, really. I do really wish there was a shuffle in this game, because it's just too predictable, really. Like, once you play 9 cards, there should be a shuffle. And make it much more interesting. Maybe that can be a court mode. And do look out on Friday. We're doing Fable Free Friday. So I won't be able to play this deck. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Fable cards in this deck. Fable Free Friday. If you can say it and you can put together a deck with no Fable cards in it, then you are welcome to join us for Fable Free Friday. And hopefully we can get a game mode as well. Right. Make it a bit more interesting. So we're 410 in front. We're still holding our 2 epic cards. And don't forget, turn 6, you want to think about that end box. I think we might have Krampus this time. That could be quite useful. And we are now a little bit further ahead than last time, I think. 535. Can't remember. There is Krampus. I'm going to put Krampus in the end. Shinigami. Ooh, that's a shame, actually. This is not the best rotation. But Shinigami can go in the first box. There we go. Ooh, Pertinger in the middle. And there's that Salem's Witches. Even with that buff, look. Not very big score. 78. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, Monster Mash. So let's go and play the last 2 rounds. So no, 3 rounds to go. 6, 8, 6 in front. I think we might win this by more. I can't remember what we won the last game by. Good deck. Do let me know in the comments what you guys are playing. Quite interesting to find out if anybody's found another cool deck that isn't devastating that deck. 1095 in front on the end of turn 7. Still got 2 rounds to go. Still holding those 2 epic cards literally for the whole game. And Shinigami gives them their final little buff, which is quite nice. So both of them up to almost 250. 252 on Oni. And the other one is on 243 on Onana or Honor. 313 for us. That's going to put us 1,000 points in front, I believe. Wow. Monster Mash has been smashed. Oh, dear. Oh, Monster Mash. What can we do? What can you do? Okay, let's keep going. I do want to finish this game off in style. 717. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Countess Elizabeth is a nice card to have at the end there. 222. She buffed up nicely as well. Really good game. Unfortunately, Sailor's Witches are dead and buried. And Shinigami has returned. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Do leave us a like. Do leave us a comment. Do subscribe to the channel. We want to try and grow and get loads of new players into the Eerie worlds. Take care. We will see you, hopefully, in the Eerie worlds. If not, we'll see you soon. Bye.